Hi, my loves. How is everybody? Let me make sure the volume is good and that you guys can hear me okay. So I hope everybody had a good week, and I know that the planetary stuff that was happening, which was a lot, was really intense. But um, there were good things too. I think there was a strange balance of good and I don't like to necessarily say bad because I don't think anything's really bad. There's a lesson in everything. But what I feel is that those energies with the solar eclipse, with the new moon, with the planetary alignment, um, so much was going on. I mean, I even felt it to my core. It was pretty crazy week for me as well. Quickly want to say that Brian's grandfather passed away, and that's why it kind of took me some time to get things going. He was like a father to my son, and he was a really good man and a good grandfather to my son, and so it was a hit, obviously. And I just want to mention that, and that's why things have been a little crazy this past week. But some good things did come out of it. As far as I did talk to my daughter-in-law, my ex-daughter-in-law. I don't know what the titles are. And it was really nice to hear her voice and talk to her and resolve any past issues, which was really nice. I mean, it's Brian's half sister, so it's a good thing. Um, Strange that those things have to happen after there's a death in the family. It brings those kind of things together. I wish that wasn't the case, but it is what it is. But enough about my personal stuff. Okay. I don't like to do that anyway, but I did want to mention why it took me so long to post these videos. All right, let's talk about the energy now. So we're going to do, it's still new moon energy, even though the new moon was yesterday. So we're going to do energies from now up until the end of the month, which, I can't believe how quickly this month went. Let me just I need my happy crystal. And I'm sorry about the lighting, guys. I mean, no matter what I do, there's going to be a glare. It's going to be dark in here. If I open up the door or if I put the screens up, it's just it's too bright, and then you can't see anything. You can't see me. You can't see nothing. All right, let's see. All right, so this energy was like a very they keep showing me like this linear line, and the collective is in the middle, and there's this kind of energies that are from the past, and then we have the line in front, which is the future. Now, obviously, life is not linear, it's multidimensional, but that's just how they show me. So they're kind of telling me there's this push-pull of energies from the past and of your future, or what you're having mapped out, or the things that you want. I mean, look, I know we have these retrogrades. I don't like to give so much merit or power to that. I'm simply saying that the energy is playing a tug of war right now as far as what it is you need to do to move forward. I do get the feeling that a lot of things are being released and let go of from the past, which is good. That's clearing the energy for the future to mold and shape itself in the direction that you would prefer, rather than revisiting old karmic cycles, uh, revisiting old relationships or friendships or patterns that no longer serve you. Look, the lessons are the lessons, and karmic cycles are great for that. But when you keep repeating a same karmic cycle and you're not moving anywhere, then that's a problem. That's not good. We don't want that. We don't want that. It's important to revisit those, though, to release. And it's important to realize how much you've grown in your spiritual path, or your what you're carving out for yourself, and to see, well, this doesn't resonate anymore. I'm not who I was back then, so it just doesn't fit. And that's that could be spirit's way of saying, look at how much you've grown. So that's a good thing. That's a wonderful thing. I am getting a lot of that, like these cycles coming back to just show you either how much you've grown or how much you're no longer meant to be there, or how much it needs to be seen by others so maybe they can learn from you, or even realize that, growth is a part of life. Like, it's not meant to be at a standstill, and we're not evolving, growing, getting older, whatever the case may be. I mean, there's people that are my age that still act like they're in high school, and what I mean by that is that they still wear their hair the same way, or they still wear their makeup the same way, or they dress the same way because they don't want to let go. They don't want to let go of that. And it's no judgment, but the thing is that, and to each their own on their style. I'm just saying that it's important to evolve, change, and grow. That's the point. It's supposed to be learning lessons and learning from each other and growing in that way. But, that's why some people, relationships don't work out, because you do outgrow them. Friendships, uh, family, all those things. A lot of you are evaluating your connections. I guess that's the overall theme of what I'm getting right now. A lot of you are evaluating your connections. You're evaluating whether or not you want to revisit old connections. You are kind of sizing up whether or not it's worth revisiting, or if it is beneficial. The only advice I can give is that if it's something that's still on your mind and it's something that you haven't let go of, or if it's a cycle that you feel needs to repeat, um, then there must still be a lesson in there somewhere. But then, I mean, if that is the case, and then you do confront this lesson and say this other person wants nothing to do with you, or wants nothing to do with that, then there has to be this acceptance, and this letting go. It's just not, it's not going to happen. So you have to let it go. I do feel like a lot of you right now are really concentrating on your careers, or what it is that you wish to cultivate. I don't feel like it's so much like, what's the word I want to say? Hold on. I don't feel like it's so much like my muggle job or that kind of thing. But I do feel like a lot of you are reassessing stuff as far as like, you know, am I leaving a legacy behind? You're going over your finances, what I'm saying. It's more like switching money around, investing money, trying to grow your money, trying to create passive income, less stress, working smarter, not harder, that kind of stuff. But I'm also I want to be happy with what I'm doing, but I also want to make money. Of course. I mean, who wouldn't want to? So I just feel like there's this kind of review of where my money is being spent. A lot of you may be cutting out like subscriptions, or, if you have like multiple, I don't know, like Netflix and a lot of other crap, and you're like, I hardly ever watch this. I could save $15 or $20. So it's almost like I'm revamping my budget, I guess. But it's like, and Spirit keeps saying budget, budget. So they're like, it's not even budget regarding money. It's like how I budget my time. Where am I investing my time also? Who am I investing my time with? How much time do I spend on A, B, and C? Where can I allot more time for me? And it's not a selfish thing. It's more like, I think a lot of you just don't want to be stressed out anymore. You want to have some fun. You want to do things that you used to enjoy doing. And I see that as well for you guys, for the collective. I see a lot of you revisiting old hobbies and things that brought you joy. And that could be anything. It could be art. It could be music. It could be reading. It could be gardening. It could be being social with friends, going out to your favorite coffee shop, or whatever the case may be. But it's more about like, I need to make more time. I want to make more time for me, for my family, for my kids, for my spouse, for my lover, my girlfriend, boyfriend, my other person, whoever, whatever the case may be. And in fact, it's more about making more time for pleasure, and allowing yourself to not feel guilty about taking time for that pleasure. Um, God, that's words I live by. I'm not wasting my time on stress anymore. Those days are over. So yeah, I mean, look, life does have its stressors, but we're monitoring how we react to those stressors and how we're going to create a life that is more satisfying and fulfilled than just the rat race and keeping up with the Joneses. That's not going to fly anymore. At least not for the collective I'm reading right now. And I like that. I like that. It's about, having less, and not necessarily less in a way where it's cheap. It's not, everybody's different. you know for me, I get joy out of buying notebooks and pens and paints, and I love to journal, and so it depends on what you like and what you spend your money on. I have a friend who buys tons of crystals. It's her joy, though. That's what she loves. Or books. I mean, I have tons of books too. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You guys are reevaluating a lot of things. It's not even about having the brand names or the best of everything or the fancy cars, or it's like, I like this. This is what I want. You know, I dig this a lot. There's this transformation happening where we're embracing, the collective is embracing their authenticity and starting to really realize what it is that they want and who they truly are, and how it's a beautiful thing not to be on the trend train. That's what I call it, the trend train. Like everybody else is doing it. Let me hop on. It must be right. So no, you guys aren't going to be doing that anymore. It's more about like, I don't like that. I don't want to do that. I know everybody else is doing it, and it seems like the thing to do, but that's not what I want to do. Like I want to, I mean, it doesn't matter. It depends on who you are, right? Some people are just very happy living a simple life, and they don't need the craziness, or they don't need the Mercedes or the Benz or God knows what, whatever. I'm not saying those things aren't good. Those things are wonderful. They are. But I just feel like a lot of you are, again, reevaluating what you consider to be a very high vibing life. I mean, everything's changing. A lot of you are changing. Your atmosphere, your energy, your environment is changing. You're taking the leap of faith, and you're shifting how things are going to be for you. There's a greater purpose to this. There's also this, what kind of legacy am I leaving if you have kids, what kind of legacy am I leaving behind? If you don't have kids, it's more about, I want to make my mark, but I want to do it in a way that's original to me and authentic to me. I don't want to be like the cookie cutter shaped people. I want to live a life of purpose, but I also want to live a life that's simplistic and resonates on an energy of love and transcendence and understanding and connection, And connection doesn't mean it has to be a gazillion people. It means like what those deep rooted relationships that I could really cultivate. Get to know somebody on every level, not just the surface level, but digging deeper and understanding who this person really is and what brings them happiness. There's a lot of empathy. The energy is very empathetic. It's very expanding my scope of my vision and how I see the world. I'm digging in deeper this time. I'm not, because everybody kind of wears masks, and they don't really show their true selves because there's trust issues. But I kind of feel like, and maybe that's how my collective's feeling too. They're like, I don't know if I want to open up, if I could trust this person, But I think you're getting at a point where you just don't care what people think. And so there's a freedom to that, right? There is. God knows, I'm telling you, I get it. I do not give a shit I don't. I love the fact that I'm just going to be free and I'm going to say what I want to say and I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just saying, like, this is how I feel about this. And when you reach a certain age too, you kind of have that shift, where you're just like, life is too short for this bullshit. And you just want to live in your authenticity and you want to be happy and you want those around you to be happy. And, I really dig this energy because it's almost like a not giving a shit attitude, but also still caring enough to dive deeper into what makes me tick, what makes them tick. What is our connection? Is it supposed to be more? There's somebody, I keep getting this energy, man. Somebody wants to know somebody more. Somebody wants to understand somebody more, like the depths of their soul. It's pretty deep. It's like, who is this person? Or maybe that's just my collective, just saying, I want to really make deeper connections. I'm so sick of the surface bullshit, the fake laughing, the invitations to parties. I'm sorry, I have a hair that's in my eye. The invitations to parties to people that I'm not even really close to, or like, why am I doing this? Or there's questioning everything, even work, like questioning your work. Why am I doing this? I know I have to pay bills, but I'm so unhappy. I don't know if I can continue. That's why I feel like a lot of you are making changes. You're trying to figure out a way how to do that too. And it could be a purging of everything. Before I bought the rig, that's what I did. I literally sold everything. The only thing I kept was my books, my memorabilia, obviously. I think I kept a shelf that I really like and a desk. I have a big screen TV in there, which I never even used. I don't know what I'm going to do with that effing thing. Probably throw it out because I don't really use TV or really watch TV unless it's on my computer. But I purged everything, and then I moved into this thing, and this actually might not be forever too. We might be moving out of this. We'll see. I don't know. I'm going to miss Miss Moxie. I may keep her though. Anyway, I feel like a lot of you are doing that. There's this great purge happening. Now, when they say purge, it could be physical things or it could be just yourself, I keep checking the volume, making sure that it's on. It could be purging what is no longer really resonating anymore, or that maybe you're just tired of the status quo. But a lot of you guys have done this already. Again, it's been shift after shift after shift, but this one feels different to me. It's more like um it's like this understanding of like, I know if I do this, it's going to change everything. Like, you guys know it's going to change everything. This is a big step, and maybe that's why you've been a little hesitant about doing it. Or if you're not hesitant and you still want to do it, it's more of like doing what's necessary to prepare for it. I mean, change like that isn't easy. It really isn't. It does take a big adjustment. It was a big adjustment for me doing this. But I got to tell you, after I did it, and I'm not saying this is what you guys are doing, I just think it was just that change where I was just like, F it. I'm like, I'm getting rid of everything. I'm starting over. I mean, I just had to purge. I had to do something. And once I was for me, I'm a nature girl. Nature it's like my meditation, man. It grounds me. It used to be running, but I don't run anymore because of my knees. But not that my knees are that bad. It's just I don't want anything to happen to them. And I still walk, but I just felt like I was like tired of the bullshit. And some people do it. Like, I rip it off like a Band-Aid, but some people need to take their time and really, like, I had to save up money and do that kind of stuff. But I feel like a lot of you, that's what you're doing. It's like this plan that's coming into fruition, or it's like you can't get it out of your third eye. Like, you keep seeing or envisioning how it could be. And so because you're doing that, you're kind of manifesting. That's how you're manifesting. You're creating it here, and then it's going to manifest. And maybe that's what you guys are waiting for. You're waiting for that first click, that clue or that synchronicity or that thing that's going to say, yeah, now it's time. Hold on, you guys. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it was a squirrel.
Bluetooth connected.
Um, okay. I know this is a strange reading. I'm sorry, but I'm just down, they're telling me what I should be telling you guys. Let's talk about. So I think that's what's going to be happening up until the end of August. And maybe with the new season, it's going to propel things into motion. Because there is this big leap of faith that I keep saying, and it has to do with all areas of life. And because this is a collective reading, it could be anything for either one of you. Um, Say if you have everything and you're happy with your business or your work or whatever it is that you're doing, but it's your love life that you're waiting for something to happen, then maybe that's where this shift will happen for you. If it's not the love life and it has to do with business, then maybe it's that. Then it's going to be like, okay, I'm leaving my job and I'm finally going to pursue my business. I know it's scary, but I took out a loan. Like it's a lot of big things. It's big things. Maybe for some of you, it's getting engaged. Maybe for some of you, it's having a baby. Maybe for some of you, it is moving to another country. It could be anything, but it's big. That's what they keep telling me. It's a big leap of faith. It's a big step. It could be buying a new home. It could be relocating. It could be reconnecting with an old family member that you haven't spoken to in years. It could be, it's something big. It's a big transition. It's a healing transition. It's something that's going to set the bar, and also they're saying, I'm sorry, set the bar, and what is it? Set the course. Set the course for the future. So this decision, whatever it may be for you as a collective, is going to change the course of your life, but in a way that is in alignment with your authentic higher self. That's what I'm getting. Oh my God. Why is it always so deep? I love it. I really do. I have no complaints. Spirit is amazing. But when I hear these things and I'm like, when, here we go. Here we go again. It's another thing. But it'll always be that way. It'll always be that way. And that's good. That's a good thing. Because it challenges us and it makes us reflect and it makes us realize there's so much more that we could be doing, and that life is so multifaceted and multi-dimensional, and perception is key, and how people perceive the world around them and how you perceive other people, and there's so many dynamics. It's never ending learning, and that's why it's really, like, for me, judging people, I try not to do that, because you can't judge a person just by the surface. You just can't. There's just too much buried underneath all of that. When you strip away the layers, you can't even like, say it's a job, and you get a new job and you already hate it. And I'm not saying don't trust your gut on things, but I also feel like certain things deserve a good shake, a fair shake, right? I just feel like sometimes you just need to, maybe there is a hidden lesson in it, even if you do hate it. I mean, there were so many jobs that I hated, but I've learned so many things from every single job. I can look at every job and be like, there was a lesson there, there was a lesson there. So I never looked at it like it was a bad thing. Some of them were hilarious. The drama, you know. But I know some people, I mean, I just read a client recently who got fired from their job, and they were kind of devastated, but I was like, it's just you're meant to be somewhere else. And I was like, I kind of feel like you're going to repeat the cycle because you think that that's the position for you, or that's what you're supposed to be doing. But I was like, that's not it. And so the same thing will happen again until you're ready to level up or do what it is you're meant to be doing. I can't go into detail because, I don't do that with people's readings, but it's just an example of how sometimes it takes time for us to realize. It doesn't make us, bad people. It doesn't make us spiritually stunted. It's nothing like that. It's just more like, even me. I mean, I've repeated so many karmic cycles until all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, wait a minute. I can't be doing this. It has to be, I should be doing this, and it'll shift and you'll know. And it's only when you're ready. What your soul knows when it's ready. So I feel like you guys will know when you're ready. When it's time, take that leap, and it's time to take that leap of faith and do what you're supposed to be doing. I like it. I really do. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not scary. I feel like a lot of the collective, it's a scary thing because you can be, and I was just talking to my friend Lisa about this. I'm like, you can be happy about making a big purchase, say if you're buying a new home, or in her case, she's getting a bigger rig. She's getting a new rig. And she was nervous about it. She was scared about it. And I was like, Lisa, even being happy about things like this, and taking that leap, we still get scared. It's challenging. But I'm getting that there's a lot of fall, and surprisingly enough, winter is going to be really lovely months for my collective. I'm seeing a lot of beautiful changes and happy times and celebrations and things to be happy for. And I don't know, it's really good energy. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I don't want to. Let's just focus on the end of the month going into September, okay? I'm running out of paper. Okay. Um I mean, I want to talk about love real quick. I don't want this. How long? Okay, we're at 30 minutes. So I'm not getting any, for the first time ever, and thank God, I'm not getting any negative feedback about all the things I've ever brought up with karmics and things like that, about them hating. They're always going to be that way to my collective. So I think that you guys have realized the naysayers don't bother me. I'm fully protected. I'm still going to do what I have to do. They're not going to stop me from doing it. So the energy's not even there. I don't even feel it, which is great for the first time. I mean, how many times when I do the collective reading, and this isn't even divine masculine, divine feminine, it's just a collective reading for everybody to get the energy for the new moon, and going forward. But I think it's pretty cool that I'm not getting any negative stuff for the first time in a long time. So that's beautiful. And that just goes to show you that um, it could be that maybe they're taking a hit and so they can't right now. The karmic wheel is slapped them back, which is, you know, was going to happen regardless. But I do feel that my collective is just, and I don't mean to say my collective, I'm just saying the collective is in a really great place right now. It may not seem like it. It may seem like, especially with all the planetary stuff that's happened, it's been crazy for me too. I get it. It's had some really good days, some really, up and down cycles. And I'm just like, whatever. I'm letting it just slides off now. I'm like, I don't even stress about it. Well, that's not true. I did have one day that was really stressful. But I got through it. I was like, okay, fuck it. This is what it's going to be like today. This is today. Tomorrow's a new day. And I think that you guys are just handling, I guess, the pressure better or the stress better. You're just doing better. Altogether, you've grown, so much. All right, I want to do, down the line, I want to do every sign real quick because I don't want to make this too long. I got to get this thing. Look at this. Well, can you see it? Yeah, it's like, I know it looks like scribble to you, but it's not. It's a secret message. I'm kidding. It is scribble, but it's how I work. All right, let me see. We're going to start with, I'll just do this. Because, I always do this to you guys, and I'm so sorry. Hold on. Astrological signs. All 12 astrological signs. All right, this will make it easier. So Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and we're going to do it in this order. How come Capricorn's always last? I don't want to be last. All right, let's see. Aries first. Okay, Aries. Spirit for my Aries collective. What do we need to know? Oh, this is kind of beautiful, Aries. I'm seeing someone, and remember, this is just imagery, but I'll decipher it in a minute. I'm seeing someone kind of on a mountaintop, sitting, meditating, and there's a big orange sun. Now, whether it's rising or setting, I can't really say. It's just orange and it's glowing. And the glow, your eyes are closed, and the glow is all over you. You're even emanating orange. Orange is a very creative color. It rules the sacral chakra, which is creativity, sexuality. It's just, I would look into that. So just see what that message means for you. But I am getting that a lot of you are in a very balanced place right now, and you're in a waiting period, and it's like this. So on a level, I have to wait. Timing's everything. um and it's all going to work out in my favor. So, I know a lot of Aries that are very spiritual, highly intuitive, but if you're not and you feel like you need to meditate, then download, see, got the ring. um then you need to just sit in silence and meditate and let it wash over you. Ask for the answers, ask for the symbols, ask for the synchronicities. I kind of feel like you're in a good place right now. Something's telling me that you're trying to rebalance or recalibrate, and just, if there is chaos around you, not that I'm seeing it in this image, um, then you're not letting it affect you. So that's a good thing, Aries. Okay. Remember, guys, these messages quick, very quick. Taurus. Taurus collective. What does my Taurians need to know? This is cool. I'm liking what Spirit's showing me. Okay, Taurus, I'm seeing now, not all of you are business people, but I'm seeing someone who's in a business, like it's a he, but I mean, it's for the collective. He's walking through his office and everybody's cheering him, and he's doing this, and he's like, that's right, I did it. And they're cheering him on. So something must have happened as far as work or your money or business, or there's some kind of spiritual graduation happening here, or spiritual success, if it has nothing to do with work. But if you're getting accolades in some way, there's victory for you. If it hasn't happened yet, then something's coming. I feel like this is great. And you're also getting that admiration, on some level. There's some kind of admiration or just like celebration of who you are, Taurus. So that's nice, Maybe you're finally being seen for the work you've already done. And so you're getting those props finally. It's that kind of a vibe. Yeah, I really dig this. This is cute. So good stuff, Taurus. I mean, definitely something's happening or will be happening for you. Gemini. Gemini. What about my Geminis? Aw, gems. This kind of feels a little sad. Don't take it the wrong way. I don't know what this means, but there there's this understanding of all the losses, and this kind of is akin to the reading that we've been doing for the collective. There's this kind of sense of all the losses I've been through, and I'm looking back at that and like reflecting on it, but I'm understanding it more, or I'm giving myself a reprieve, or I'm understanding myself better and seeing what my part was in that, and being very gentle with yourself, Gemini. It's not to beat yourself up. It's more like, I could have done better, or I allowed them to hurt me, or you're really starting to look at your dynamics, whether it's with family, loved ones, friendships, whatever, colleagues, whatever the case may be. But there's this evaluation of my relationships and what part I played and what part they played. But it's bringing you to this beautiful place of understanding and forgiveness. Okay? That's not that bad, Gemini. That's okay. Okay, Cancer. Cancer. Oh my goodness. We got some lovey-dovey stuff going on here, Cancer. I mean, it's good because usually you guys, I get some crazy stuff. This is different. This is kind of like, I think you've met your match. So I don't even know. I guess this has to do for a single Cancer, or even if you're with somebody, you're realizing they are your true match. So there's this connection that my Cancers have, that they finally either met their match or they're with somebody that they realize, this is my person. And having that feeling is very comforting. This is my home. This is who I belong with, or this is who I want in my world. So there's a big decision being made regarding a relationship, if it's just getting off the ground. But if it's currently active, then there's almost solidifying or cementing a relationship and bringing it up to a next level, or just appreciating it and that you have this. I like that. That's good. Good for you, Cancer. Leo. Oh my God, what's going on with this energy? Leo. I'm so sorry. This is funny because I'm hearing that song, I Want Your Sex, and there's a image of a Leo person looking in the mirror and like going with this with their hair, and they're like looking at themselves and they're like, look at me, and licking their lips. And so there's something going on with my Leos. That you guys getting some action? Good for you. Or your sex appeal is really heightened right now, Leo. Well, it's your season. That's right. It's Leo season. Happy birthday to my Leos, whoever's out there. So yeah, I mean, you're definitely in the spotlight, Leo. Yeah, you're getting looked at. You're getting the cat calls. You're getting the phone calls. You're shining like a diamond, Leo, right now. So your sex appeal is really on point, and don't be surprised. And I feel like your energy is going to be attracting a lot of. If you're single, you could be, well, even if you're married, you could be getting hit on, and there's some stuff going on here that I'm almost blushing. Like, that's crazy because I feel like, oh my goodness, like you are very sexy right now, Leo. So good for you. I don't know what else to say. That's all I got for you guys. All right, Leo, Virgo, Virgolicious. Virgo, I feel like this it's weird. I'm trying to balance my life out. Like, so I feel like work is really taking over my brain right now. As an earth sign, I get it, but you want to have fun or be more social, or you're at least trying to balance everything so you're not exhausted. Because it could be that way you're doing too much altogether, where I'm like, I'm working hard, I'm playing hard. And that's an earth sign ethic. I mean, that's just how we are. We love to work hard and we love to play hard. And we manage to do it both until we run out of steam. So just don't run out of steam, Virgo. But I feel like life is pretty good. I'm not seeing any negatives. Money looks good to me. If you're in a relationship, it's going really good. Your friendships look great. If you're not in a relationship, you're definitely dating. You're out and about having fun. So I'm not worried about you meeting somebody. Just be careful. Just don't burn the candle at both ends. Okay? That's the only advice I got for you guys. Libra. Libra. Libra, you're such a beautiful energy. I mean, I just get like someone who's just trying to bring peace, trying to bring balance. That's Libra, right? But I mean, if there is some chaos going on in your world, you're able to be the source of that balance. And I guess I kind of don't want that all to be on your shoulders. It could be very stressful having to be the peacemaker all the time, making everybody happy, making sure everybody's okay. So just make sure you're taking care of you too, Libra, okay? Don't spread it out too much. You know, um, you're a beautiful soul. The energy feels light, but I also feel like people are bringing heavy energy to you and you're just like shutting it down, which is good. That's good. But then I also feel like there's this need to bring healing along with that. But I don't think it's your healing. I feel like it's people around you. So, just keep doing what you're doing, Libra. I mean, it's okay. Just make sure you're not giving too much of yourself, because you guys can be very empathetic and then your energy gets drained and we don't want that, okay? Make sure you're taking care of you. Scorpio. Scorpio. Let's see, what do I have for my Scorpio spirit? Scorpio, your love life is going to be picking up. If you're single, I'm seeing a lot of options, no doubt. Always for my Scorpios, a lot of options. But I mean, I'm not sure if every option is to your liking. It's not to say you're going to say no. I feel like you're open to possibly dating and putting yourself out there. Because in your mind, it's fun, whatever. Well, let's just see. Let's just roll the dice. It's almost like you're almost like there's this enjoyment about dating because you like to. Oh my God, they're showing me this Scorpio that's on a date, just like giving this person the stare down. Like, you're so full of shit. I don't know. Are you doing this to put people in their place, Scorpio? Is this kind of some weird lesson you're trying to teach? If you're single, it's a very weird energy. But I mean, you're Scorpio. I get it. But then I feel like there's some that really you're like they spark an interest and you're fine with it. If you're in a relationship, Scorpio, I don't know why there it's such a different segue. It's like a flip of the coin. Where I'm getting someone if you're in a relationship, it's like, and this is gonna sound so weird, but I'm gonna say it because I have to say what they tell me to say. I need to get away with my person, but I find that I'm only doing that to avoid what really is underneath the surface and the things that we need to discuss. So it could be you're using all these outings or these get-togethers or the just kind of surrounding yourself with other people with your person, so that you don't have to be alone with them and talk to them about what's really going on between you. I have no idea what they mean by this, but that's what I'm getting. Sounds confusing. I have no idea. But Scorpio, when it comes to saying what you got to say, you don't mess with your words. You're not lost for words. That's for sure. All right. I love you guys. Sagittarius. Saggies. Wait, the thing went off again. Oh, and I did, it doesn't shut it off, but I get paranoid when I see the red light. Okay, Saggies. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Well, that's Sagittarius energy, that's for sure. So I'm seeing a lot of projects, Sag. I'm seeing a lot of things that you want to do, and you're going to do them. Like I'm seeing you do, okay, I'm doing this for an hour. I'm doing that for 2 hours. All right, I got to go see this person. You're very busy. You're going to be very busy. Your full month is going to be super busy. That's all I see is like, I'm going here, I'm going there, I'm meeting this person. Your social life is going to be off the charts. Just again, don't burn yourself out. But I kind of feel like, I mean, you're getting things done though, so I can't really give you too much crap about that. That's good. You're still getting things done, and you're having fun while you're doing it. And that's, Sagittarius's happiness. Love life looks all right. I mean, I'm not worried about it. I also feel like you're too busy to kind of really, if you're single, you're too busy to really commit. And I feel like a lot of people want you to. They like your energy. They like being in your energy. But you're like, no, I gotta go. Yeah, we can go out for lunch in a week. And they're like, a week? What are you talking about? I want to see you tomorrow. You're like, no, I can't. I'm busy. If you're in a relationship, I feel like they're just as busy as you. So it would be good to make time for each other. I am gonna say that. Okay. All right. Capricorn. For my Capricorn collective sphere, what do my Cappies need to know? Cappies, you guys have you have a lot on your plate as usual. You have some major decisions that you got to make regarding home life, family life. I also feel like love life is thrown in a monkey wrench. Something's coming out of left field that you're going to be like, what the F? I don't feel like it's negative. It's just, it's not expected. So a lot of you are going to be like, what? I can't, I got all this other stuff going on. I can't even handle this right now. That's so funny because it's a good thing, but you're making it like it's a bad thing. Cappies, you guys got to stop that shit. I got to tell myself, just stop that shit. But I mean, I do feel like work is good. Money's looking really good. But again, you're so busy, you have to make time. And so when this love thing comes out of left field, you might make the time, Cappy. You just might. It might be something that you want to be interested in. I don't feel like it's kind of a weird energy. I don't know. When I get weird energy, I always think it's an air sign. It might be an air sign coming in or a water sign. It could be any sign, to be honest with you, because I'm getting all of them. I'm getting water, fire, and air mainly. Not earth, which is probably the one you want, but and that's okay. I don't feel like it's a negative, but I feel like someone's declaring something to my Capricorn, and in the meantime you're just doing your stick. You're working, you're making money, I feel like your home life is about to change in a positive way, but it's also going to add some stress. And it's not, again, this is like what I was talking about in the reading earlier with my friend Lisa with this big thing, you have to be happy about it kind of thing. I feel like it's the same thing for you guys. Yeah, it's like something big is coming, but it's as good as it is, it's still stressing me out. That vibe. Okay? Capricorns. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius. What about my Aquarius collective, you guys? Current energies going into the end of the month. Aquarius, you're going to be, I keep hearing the word invitation, but I don't feel like it's an invitation in that way. I almost feel like there's somebody who wants you to be a part of some kind of venture. It could be an invitation to travel, but I'm also getting it's something that has to do with business. So there could be some kind of invitation to be a business partner with someone, or to I don't know, go into some kind of business together. Um, there's something about joining somebody else, but I just don't know if it sits well with you. I don't know who this person is. I don't know if you even trust them. I mean, you're pretty good at discerning whether or not something's right for you. But I feel like there's some confusion attached to this. It might be because it's someone that you know or that you're friends with, or it could be a family member, and you're like, you don't want to hurt their feelings, and you're just like, and they're really pushing for it, and they really want your support. So Aquarius, just be aware. I don't really try. I gotta tell you, I don't feel like the trust is there. Um, I'm going to say no go on it, but I think you're going to make your own decision regardless of what I say, which you should. But my vibe is that I don't really like it. Love life looks good. I feel like if you're with a partner, things are flowing. They're flowing, typical, nothing. I'm not seeing anything negative. If you're dating, I don't feel like you really want to date right now. I mean, if you're single, I kind of feel like you're really focused on what it is that you need to do. If something crops up, you're more than willing to go out. But it's not the priority right now for you, Aquarius. It's just not. I don't know why. I am getting some past stuff that needs to be healed a little bit, maybe. But if you're in a relationship or something new has started, I do see it working out pretty well. Okay? All right. Last one, Pisces. Pisces collective spirit. What about my Pisces? I mean, I keep hearing healing the family heart, or healing something with healing, Pisces. So if there's and then I'm hearing kids. Okay, so if there's some situation with children or kids or family, there's something that needs to be healed. You might have to be the peacemaker. You might have to be the person that brings everybody together, or it might be up to you, because I keep hearing it's up to you. Or maybe it's your decision on whether or not this gets resolved. I don't know what that means for you, for the collective, but I am getting something where the family dynamics are a little cuckoo, a little crazy right now. And so it's always, I feel like the burden is always on, when I say my shoulders, I mean you. I feel like the burden's always on my shoulders to make sure everybody's getting along or happy, or things are flowing the way they're supposed to. It's a lot. It's kind of like the same feeling. I just read somebody else that had this. It was another sign. Was it Cancer? No, Libra. It was Libra. Libra's reading was similar, where I just feel like it's really up to you on whether or not this dynamic falls apart or is staying together. Or maybe it really isn't, Pisces. Maybe you just think it is. Maybe you need to let it go, because they just said that. They're like, it's not really up to Pisces, but for some reason, Pisces feels like it's their job. And it could be maybe you're the matriarch of the family or the patriarch, whatever the case may be, and you feel like it is your job. But sometimes you got to let the pieces fall where they may. I mean, that's all I could say. I mean, I just feel like you can't control everything, right, Pisces? You can only do what you can do. The point is that I don't want you depleting your energy or getting yourself emotionally crazy over something that you have really no control over. You can't control how other people respond or react, right? So it's more of that. You can try and heal it. I'm not saying don't, but I'm also feeling like you might need to let go too. Okay? All right, you guys, that's what I got for the collective. I hope you enjoyed these readings. If you want a personal reading, you can just contact me or PM me, 772-634-9327. I love you guys. Hopefully, I'll be able to do more reads. I got to see. It's been kind of crazy busy, but yeah, I'll do my best, as always. All right. I love you. Bye.